All right, good evening, X-Wing, and welcome everyone to another episode of Echo Base X-Wing Mission Debriefing here on Gold Squadron Entertainment Network. I am Walker Darko. With me, as always, are Jake Ream
I appreciate you taking a breath there, Walker. You were going a little bit long. I was worried you were going to pass out.
and Kevin Lights.
I don't have anything.
Good.
I'm just glad the Vikings won.
Yes. Sorry, Carson. Carson's
Who?
officially a Denver fan now.
So we do have to throw out this disclaimer. We put up the vote to do the game to our patrons. What was it, like 2 days before Ollie decided to do it as well?
This might be the most covered game in World's history right
Yeah.
now.
So this may be a
Yep.
slightly saturated from coverage game, but this is the one that they wanted to do, so this is the one that we're doing.
Ooh,
Somebody's got Twitch open. We're getting some
fixed.
audio loop.
But we can run through the list really quick. This was. Do you guys know what round this was? Wait,
Round two.
round two. It says it on the thing. Okay.
Right there. Right there. It says it.
Don't ask me to read. So this was Nathan versus Ollie. He was playing Obi-Wan with Sense, Dial Change Droid, and CLT. Luminara with Chopper and CLT, and then two, as Nathan called them, fair arcs. He's like, they're just too fair. They're not imbalanced enough. Ollie was playing the list that we all know since it went so far. The Naked Grand Inquisitor, Whisper with passive sensors of Fifth Brother, Invader with passive sensors and afterburners. Any thoughts before we start with the setup in the game?
I mean, they both look pretty standard for what you would expect um, out of, those ships. Like Obi-Wan with Sense and the dial change droid, that's common.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, aside from, I think what Worlds was kind of the first time we really saw like Whisper with passive sensors become like super popular. I've seen it and probably heard about it a couple times before that, but now it's just everywhere because it's
Sure.
good.
Yep, I know the Foss have been playing it for a while as well. And actually, the Afterworlds was the first time I had ever tried or seen Chopper on Luminara. It's actually a very interesting interaction combination that maybe most people haven't seen
Hmm.
since it is kind of newer. So that's kind of cool. Okay. Is there anything else, or should we get started?
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, we can go ahead.
All right, let's go. All right, so pretty boring rock placement.
Yeah, kind of clumped in the center there.
Who brought
And
one gas cloud?
uh, I think Nathan brought the two debris in the gas cloud actually,
Hmm.
because I'm pretty sure in Ollie's games there was all rocks a couple times, so I think
Oh.
Ollie brought all rocks. And I haven't listened to when Ollie commentated on this game. I actually maybe you should sometime. I'm kind of curious just to hear what he had to say. But
Yeah, knowing the probable outcome of this game, like I haven't watched it either, but just knowing how Ollie did, it's gonna make it a little more difficult to try to objectively uh, look at this game and not think about that outcome.
And
But
this is round two of the cut, correct?
no, this is just round two of day one.
Swiss,
Oh,
this
so
So
really,
and Ollie
anyone could
did
have done
lose two
anything.
games. He did lose two games, so
well,
keep that in mind.
are you sure this is day
Yeah, this
one?
was day one. Yep, I remember
It
this was day
was
one.
okay.
Because Nathan didn't lose to Ollie in the cut. He didn't play Ollie in the cut.
Oh, okay.
And this would have been while you two were streaming.
Ah, yes. Oh, we do see turn one. Luminara used the chopper evade, so he is prepping the jamming sequence.
Mm.
And this is
Just
a nice
because we
little.
don't see Luminara all that much, what is her ability?
If you don't have bullseye and it's an ally Obi-Wan range, so 0 to 2, she can spend a force to basically sensor jammer or change a crit to a hit. But if
Okay.
you have the ship that you're shooting at in bullseye, her ability doesn't trigger.
Interesting.
It's pretty interesting when you combine it with the jam. It can be pretty
Yeah.
mean. But I'm also curious to see how good it really is because I noticed in playing it, like it was effective, but most of the lists have force or some kind of passive mod, and then Luminara's ability is kind of irrelevant.
Yeah. I
But
mean, that's the huge takeaway from Worlds, right? Is just play something that has force
who would
because
have
they're
thought passive
yeah.
mods are good?
I mean, we knew that for a long time, but like Worlds just reinforced that even more.
Oh, for sure. I'm actually curious to see how well Nathan can leverage the arcs. This rock setup is a little tough for him since it's going to create very specific lanes for the arcs once they do become
Yeah.
engaged.
But those medium bases in this with Ollie having three uh, aces,
Mhm.
more or less, he could really leverage that medium base to do some area control.
Oh, for sure. Area denial? Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And Vader can be blocked. I mean, he has passive sensor, but if he's blocked, he can't use passive sensors. So it is possible to deny
Hmm.
Vader his actions.
And rear arcs don't hurt.
No,
Not a
yeah,
lot.
multiple arcs, not the ship, but the firing arc.
Oh,
Turns out
okay. I thought
that's good too.
I thought you literally meant rear arcs don't hurt. I was like, 3 agility with force. Yeah, they don't.
You'd think that, but sometimes shots
Yeah, they
that
occasionally
shouldn't
do
do anything
damage.
do things.
At Worlds, my shuttle's rear arc did more damage than I think its front arc ever did.
Same.
See, there you go, proving my point.
So, where are you guys thinking the engagement is going to happen? Are you thinking it's going to happen? Like, do you think Nathan's going to turn in about 2 turns, and it's going to happen around that first debris closer to Nathan that he has locked, or do you think we're going to see Nathan get further across the board before the actual engagement occurs?
If I was Nathan, I would be trying to press towards the planet and get down in that corner where there's
Okay.
a larger open area
Okay.
because his advantage is like arc coverage, right? Because he
Mm-hmm.
has three, or I guess you could also say what, um, 2, 4, 5, 6 firing arcs. Like he has the ability to cover more area, and so you kind of want to take away Ollie's ability to dance around the obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I would go if I was Nathan.
Okay. That and if he does not, based on where he has Vader right now, if he does not engage Vader fast enough, it will take Vader either a resource to try to get engaged or longer to get into the fight.
Yep. So you
So
could
that's also something.
potentially, yeah, you could potentially jump on the Inquisitor down there and like force him to either scurry away or catch, 2 ships versus your four.
Well, and I know
Yep.
Ollie's a very patient player, so I still kind of wonder, does getting that far down the board really help Nathan, or does it help Ollie more to set up his engagement?
It can kind of go both ways, really. Um, I know it's important that Nathan has room because of his medium base ships and
Yep.
the amount of ships he has. But it also potentially opens up the opportunity for your opponent to maybe make a mistake and just not have all his ships where they need to be at the time of the first engagement, which could help snowball for you. But yeah, if he plays it correctly, I mean, it could be irrelevant. It also could mean that Ollie gets a flank, but where he has Vader right now, like there's almost no way Vader's going to be able to get the flank. Vader's going to have to come in between those two rocks more than likely, which is maybe not what he wants. Um,
Well, and with all that room down there by the planet, like Nathan can get down there, he can turn the arcs so then they're going like north and south, and then he can still adjust after the fact because between like the furthest what is the smiley face rock and that gas cloud, like there's a lot of room that Nathan has to work with, so he could reposition the arcs, use their barrel rolls, like even though they're red, right?
mhm.
So I think it would be tougher for Ollie to get a flank if Nathan goes down into that corner and then turns up the board.
Yep, and the barrel rolls are an important thing to know, like that you just mentioned. Yep, and notice that so Ollie has rightly understood what the jamming bot really does, and he's taking locks with all of his ships now, just like Nathan is.
Hmm. Yeah, so then they can ditch target locks that don't mean anything, right? And we lost Kevin.
This has been happening frequently tonight.
Yeah.
Kevin just
So
did a
so Walker,
motherboard update.
so does that seem a reasonable assessment, Walker? That
Yeah,
you
no,
take the
that was
target
my
launcher
read on
rate?
it too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kevin's trying to seduce me right now through the video, and it's freaking me out.
Kevin, you need to work on your seduction techniques. I don't think that's going to work.
it's borderline weird.
I mean, he's holding very, very still, so that's pretty impressive, but
Called,
that's about it.
as Kevin once told me, chicks dig persistence. But yeah, so let's see what we got going here. Yeah,
So
I
what
think they
about
are going
you?
to dance a bit.
Yeah. Well, and they both have maneuverable ships. I mean, two of Nathan's four can double reposition. So he's okay and comfortable getting those Jedi into the obstacles, I think. But the arcs, I think you want to keep in that like more wide open area and don't go down those channels as we just saw on the telestrator there. You
Yeah.
know, if you get into those areas with the arcs, you're committed to those lanes.
Well, and if they decide to dance the entire game, I think Nathan has the salvo 10-8.
Yeah, what arcs are
3.
forward? They're 3. Yeah.
Yep.
So really, Nathan should be the more patient player here because of that. Not saying he should not move and try to create engagements, but he should slow down a
He
little
knows
bit.
that it's not on him to make the engagements.
Wow,
Correct.
what time are you guys at for the?
Oh, we are at 8 minutes 50 seconds and
Okay.
counting.
Okay.
Was that a Discord crash again, Kevin,
It
or was
looks
that?
like it. Yep.
I know lately I've been having a lot of problems with Discord on the app, but if you use the web browser version, it's better.
I might have to try the web browser version. I've always used the app, but maybe
Yeah.
that's my problem. So right now I'm at 9:20. Is that
You're a
right?
little ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, you're maybe a second or two ahead of what I am, but it's close.
You're going to
Okay.
enjoy the dice rolls.
I'll just wait for you to commentate on it. So Nathan's kind of declaring that outside of the rock with green as the lane for the one, but he has enough room for pink to turn in. So okay, he's kind of taking lanes right
Hmm.
between the rocks and then around the rock. Makes sense.
I think I would have liked to see him go straight a little bit farther with the arcs, but he risks then leaving them out to dry on that far end if the engagement happens too soon.
Mm-hmm.
So
The hard part too is he's using the Jedi to kind of corral Vader back a little bit, so in case he flanks,
mhm.
which isn't bad, but at the same time, the Jedi aren't the best at it because they're probably only rolling 2 dice at Vader and aren't really going to threaten him a whole lot versus
Vader will
a
take
3
that
die
fight.
gun.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
with 3 greens and 3 fours, and yeah, Vader's happy
Spoiler:
with that.
Vader kills Obi-Wan.
What?
Yep. I've decided to spoil a 42-year-old movie.
How could you?
Just wasn't raised right.
You savage.
Wasn't raised right.
Really, this is my parents' fault.
So I like that Nathan's bringing all of his ships kind of back together. He took like a one turn pause to
Mhm.
make Ollie think like, oh, I could go this way. Don't come over here, and then went back to all of his ships are in the same area. I like that.
Whisper's in kind of a weird spot though, right? She doesn't have a lot of decloak options currently. Like, I'm assuming he can decloak forward, but I'm really worried about that debris.
But I
No,
don't feel
you're-
like
much-
Ollie's got his ships in a spot where they're coming together. Like they're
Correct.
coming in all at once. At least that's what my amateur mind
But-
sees.
Nathan's also not in a position that can really capitalize at the moment, right? Because he
Right.
needs to clear stress with that green arc, and then the other arcs I think are far enough away that Ollie has the ability to just dance around and say no.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I
and like
wonder.
there, where Ollie's got the Inquisitor right now, he's able to just one turn and maintain distance and
Hmm.
range control very well. And the same thing with Vader. Like he can range control very well with Vader. Whisper's probably the only one that is kind of, I feel like, is out of position just because you don't have a good decloak option.
Yeah, she doesn't have her full flexibility that she normally would have, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So as Nathan right here, if you're trying to plan where Whisper could be, you're looking at a forward decloak and a decloak to the ship left,
Yes.
and that's about it. So you can identify a little easier where Whisper might end up.
Yep. Well, and if it's a forward decloak, her movement options are not great,
Right. Yeah,
right?
yeah, because you're not probably going to, well, a forward decloak, you're not going to see anything to the right, like no
Correct. Yep.
banks or anything like that. So you're either going straight, and they have what, a two forward is the slowest
Yeah, two forward
forward?
is the slowest they can go. They do have a one bank now, and then they have a one turn
Sure. So more than likely, like if you see the two forward decloak out of Whisper, you see the one bank left,
to maintain
just because
distance.
it's, yeah, just for distance. But even then, that doesn't leave Whisper in a great spot.
Yep. But this is a lot of it too. Is also what is Nathan's target priority, right? Well, I
Hmm.
guess both arcs are stressed. I didn't realize both arcs are stressed
Mm.
until
Yeah,
just
they
now.
both barrel rolled, I believe.
Okay, well that makes this turn somewhat okay for Ollie. He could also just not decloak if he wanted,
Right.
and just do like a one bank. Or I mean, he has a couple
Sure.
options he could do.
Yep.
But yeah, Nathan this turn unfortunately can't. And this I get it because the barrel rules allow you to do different positional things, but at the same time, the barrel rules also broadcast things to your opponent. Like Ollie knows, like those arcs need to clear stress this turn. So Nathan's on like a one or a two bank with pink, and he's on probably like a one or a two forward with green. So with that information, Ollie is able to safely set his dials and feel pretty confident about it, right? Like you know it's gonna happen.
Hmm. I have to attend to my daughter quick. I'll be right back.
So, do we see a fast out of Vader here? Or do we see like a five forward, or do we see like a three turn in, and then he has the ability to use afterburners? I'm assuming he's going to go straight, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking. That's the other thing Vader has is Vader can go fast very well.
Yep.
So even though Vader looks like he's the most out of it of any of these ships, he can be right in there the same turn as everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
I mean,
Vader's
he's going to have to use the burners, but that's okay because he probably only needs one, and then the other one will be for if he needs it late game.
right.
Okay, so he is decloaking. Okay. And then are we going to see a two forward or a one?
Let's get two.
Looks like a two.
Yeah, the arcs don't have the best blues.
Yeah, isn't it like what one forward, one banks, and two forward?
I'm not sure one banks are blue.
Oh, okay. I don't. I've never played an. Wait, I've played an arc once, a long time ago.
And
So
real quick,
there very well might be shots.
yeah, no, ones, twos, banks, and forwards.
Okay.
But yeah, so you can't go fast. You can't.
Okay, so Nathan readies the jam for next turn. I like this. He's setting it up. I'm pretty sure that Ollie's going to maintain distance so that Luminara can't quite get the jam that she might want next turn. Because I'm sure that's probably his number one goal, right? Is Nathan probably wants to nuke Whisper and screw with her cloaking ability with jam and then just try to get her off the board first. And Ollie's probably going to make it so that it's going to be very difficult for Luminar to do that.
Right. I think Ollie has to make sure Nathan has decisions to make when it comes to target priority.
For sure.
Because yeah, Nathan. I mean, I don't think there's any one of those ships Nathan wouldn't be okay with just nuking off the board.
Right?
Getting a gun off the board, getting everything started. Just pretty good start.
Yeah, a one bank. Yeah, I wonder even if he stays there or if he because he has a nice decloak next turn, kind of in either direction, but more than likely towards Vader,
Mm-hmm.
and that should allow him to maintain distance away from Luminara, so she can't jam him.
And what's the range on the jam? 1 to 2?
0 to 1.
0 to 1. Oh, geez. Sorry.
But you can use fine tune before that check is done.
Oh, okay.
So you can move, and then it's supposed to immediately happen, but it happens in the same timing window. So you could move and then reposition, and then it happens.
How many force does Luminar have? Is she one or two? Two.
She's just
Okay.
2. Yeah, there's the 5. And I'm guessing we're going to see a burners here. If not this turn, next turn, but I think this turn would be a good use for it because it sets up a really good 3 bank for next turn.
He's thinking. So no.
No, so he's not. Okay. So is Whisper out of range? Looks like it. Just barely out of range. Okay.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and
Alright.
say, we're getting dice next turn.
Yeah.
That's a bold prediction there, Walker.
It's the only kind I make.
So knowing Whisper is more than likely going to decloak towards that rock, Nathan has to kind of decide who his target is because he can't get the jam this turn. So Vader's also a target he's not in a great position to go for because if he, let's say, 3 banks the pink, he could maybe sneak a 1-turn barrel roll from Obi-Wan, but like you're not going to get concentrated fire on him, right?
No.
The only target you can either get concentrated fire on this turn is the Inquisitor, who's probably your least wanted target to shoot at, or Whisper, but Whisper will probably be 3 dice behind that debris field. I'm interested to see what way they go. I'm assuming the Inquisitor is just going to do... He probably has green on like a 1 bank. So Inquisitor could move towards the debris, or he could 3 bank left, ship left, and then maybe just boost past the arc if he wanted to, depending on how fast he thinks that arc might go. But the safe moves.
Green's not stressed though either, right?
Nope.
Nope, neither
The only one
is.
that's stressed is Luminara.
And it does freak me out that Luminara isn't technically like the Obi-Wan looking ship.
Oh,
So like
okay,
and Obi-Wan's an Anakin
ship.
ship, so like I have to like double take each time.
Yeah, I do that too.
Because if Nathan really wants to go all in on Whisper here, he could 2-turn green. I don't really like the 1 forward from Pink, but Pink is kind of in the way, right? Like the Jedi can't.
Yeah, the pink arc needs to go fast in order to allow the Jedi to have their freedom of movement. Like
Right.
or
If he goes,
bank like break off and maybe like you send the pink arc after Vader, like you 3 bank the pink arc.
I'm gonna guess that he sends everything after the Inquisitor, just because he can't get a great position and focused fire
Right.
on. And I don't know if he thinks Whisper's gonna candy cane or if he thinks Whisper's gonna like 1 bank. But to get like, because those CLT shots against Whisper, like they're not gonna line up bullseye more than likely.
No.
So you're throwing 2 dice at probably 3 to 4 dice. Like you're not gonna hit anything.
And that's the one thing I don't like about the CLT with lower initiative, like Luminara
Yes.
at a 4.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes it so hard to get that bullseye lined up.
Yep, CLT makes the bidding more important because they're
Absolutely.
not I6. Yep. So the decloak we all knew was coming. Shocking.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
that 1 bank.
I
looks
knew
really,
mostly
really
because you were
good.
telling me, and I didn't think that hard about it.
Yeah, you're right, Jake. This looks like a 1 bank from.
It really does. Like the 1 turn doesn't do as much for him, whereas
Mhm.
the 1 bank then allows you to the following turn you can decloak in either direction depending on where Nathan ends up.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's what Nathan's doing right now. He's taking the shot he knows he can have.
Right. Which is probably the right play in his position.
Well, and it's also the shot that you have more confidence in actually doing something
Mm-hmm.
like actual damage, because like you said, Whisper, like if you would have just moved forward and kind of tried to get shots on Whisper there, you're rolling that 2 to 3 reds versus like 4, 5 green,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just never going to hit Whisper.
Nope.
And that's the nice thing about when you have a match between two very, very good players is you can almost assume, yep, that's probably the right move.
Mm-hmm.
So he blocks himself?
I
Interesting.
think he blocks himself on Luminara. Or does he
Yeah, he
jump
does.
over
He'll
the top?
slide into Luminara.
Nope, he'll fit right between them.
Oh, will he? Oh, okay. I mean, he has 3 force. It's fine. I'm just kind
Right.
of surprised. Because normally you'd want to try to get a lock if you can, but maybe there wasn't a great spot for him to go if he wanted to get those arcs where they
Well,
are.
and range as well, right? If he's
Yeah.
trying to get into that range 2 bubble to not give the Inquisitor the 4th green die,
Mm-hmm.
then you're sacrificing your action but gaining range.
So this is a big decision for Ollie here. He's staring at a shot from both arcs and Obi-Wan, maybe Luminara. Now, if he barrel rolls or boosts, yeah, I was gonna say if he barrel rolls or boosts, he's only taken an arc shot and then maybe an Obi-Wan shot, but he can reduce the range of the green shot with his ability just to a
Mhm.
range 2 shot. I was really surprised and impressed with Ollie's plays and willingness to allow green dice variants to happen.
Mm.
He was very aggressive and okay. Like he felt comfortable rolling green dice, which I've been burned so many times that I'm like panic. I don't want to roll green dice. So I was impressed that he was like totally confident, like, yes, my green dice will be fine. Because I'm sure you've been in those positions where the green dice are not kind.
You mean that position where Obi-Wan's rolling 4 green dice with 3 force and a focus, and you blank out and he just dies?
Yeah, feels super bad.
I don't know
Right,
if
right.
that's ever happened.
So a 3 turn, I'm assuming, is coming from Vader here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 turn and an afterburner.
3 turn off the table, I think, is what Nathan was
Yeah, that's what
hoping.
Nathan said. You're going this way, right?
Which is like the oldest joke in X-Wing. It really
Yes,
is.
it is. And everyone has done it.
Everyone makes the joke.
Yep. Oh, you wanted to go this way, right? Sure.
The worst part is
Here's
when
the
they go, "Yep,"
afterburners.
and you're like, "Oh, I thought that was the worst." Okay, that's fine.
Then you kind of feel like a little bit of a jerk because you were making a joke at how bad it would be, and they're like, no,
Right.
that's the way I wanted to go.
I mean, and there's Vader with a pretty good flank to start.
So taking a lock on
Pink
the
looks
arc.
like.
Okay.
So I do like how Ali managed to get that like 3-prong attack,
Mm-hmm.
and he did it very well.
Yep, and I like how Whisper is actually the quote-unquote tank here,
Yeah.
positioned for 3 dice with double mods if she was going to get shot at, potentially
Mhm.
4 if she had range 3. Oh no, the dice. Okay, so this must be Vader's shot at range. I'm assuming 3,
Yep.
and he spends the lock. Ooh, there's the green dice that I'm afraid of.
See, Nathan just didn't have enough green dice there. That's the problem.
Yes, he just needed more. Eventually,
Right.
you'll get enough paint.
That's right.
You can only put your faith in 3 green dice or more. 2 or less is not acceptable.
So this is the
Inquisitor.
Inquisitors. I think he shot before Obi shot. Because Obi should shoot, right? Because he's at 5 and Nathan has initiative.
I believe that you are correct. Yes.
I think they're just going to play it through. So I'm assuming, yeah, the spend and then the Obi-Wan forced to give the focus back. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And he loses a shield. 2 shields? Yeah.
Jeez. Aggressive.
So passive sensors. They must have totally forgot about Obi-Wan shooting then. Because Whisper is now locking.
Maybe Nathan declared that Obi-Wan did not want to attack and he wanted to be passive this turn. I mean, that is
Maybe,
the
but
Jedi way,
unlikely.
right?
So using Fifth Brother for 3 seems good.
So there comes
It's
the
a
crit.
shield and a crit. Disabled Power Egg. Oh, that'll matter. Means we're probably going to see a K turn out of pink next turn.
So now Obi-Wan shoots.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it happens, right? Sometimes you just get
yeah.
that order mixed up.
Now
Looking
we're,
for. It looks like range 2. Are they checking arc or?
or if he's in or not.
I think it's range 2. I don't have my volume on, so I don't know if they called for a judge.
Looks like they're rolling dice.
Oh. So it's like Obi-Wan was passive this turn.
Yep.
Luminara shot, range 3 through a debris cloud.
Super meaningful, but he rolled 2.
Oh, to
Oh!
1.
Well, you're taking a shield. You're not spending that evade token because you'd be on
Spend
a
it.
debris next turn. Well, and oh wait, Whisper hit too, right? So he had an
Yeah,
extra
so
evade
that's
token.
that's what
Yeah,
Ollie
yeah.
was trying to indicate by
Yeah.
picking up the
Card and
ship
showing
card.
it to Nathan.
Yeah.
Yep, makes sense.
That was the old surprise. I actually have 2 evade tokens. Haha.
Yep. So range 1, but reduced with the force. I'm assuming to range 2. Uh-oh, 2 shields on the Inquisitor. Those
That's
are the
half
green
points.
dice that I'm afraid of. Now, does Pink have a shot at all?
I don't think so.
Mm-mm. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, they're going back to dials here.
Yeah. Okay. So, with Pink getting an Ion token, next turn he's going to get another one. I mean, you pretty much have to do a K turn here, right? Otherwise, he's going to start drifting off into nowhere land and become irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like you got to start getting value out of him.
Well, the only thing would be is if doing the K turn would mean the following turn that pink is in your way, and kind of where you want to be with the Jedi. And then maybe you don't do it because you do have the rear arc, so you could just
Sure.
like
Yeah,
two bang
Look at
pink.
Jake
So-
thinking 2 turns ahead.
I
Yes.
know, what the heck.
Yeah, so Nami's drawing the Decloak of Whisper because that I believe strongly that is where Whisper will be decloaking.
I believe that as well.
So
That
I'm trying to
seems like
think.
the best decloak.
Is there any real downside to the K turn here? I mean, if you were to bank left or to go forward, and then Ion next turn, you're really out of it, right? I mean, you're exposing your rear gun for 1 turn, maybe 2, but
I guess the only thing would be is that pink is the ship that is damaged and is not giving up any points at the moment. So disengaging with pink wouldn't be the worst thing to do.
sure.
Yeah, but I
But
don't know
he's
what
also one of
value are
your
you
bigger
getting out of
guns.
pink. Yeah, I mean, if you disengage with an arc, they take a little while to get back in.
Sure, they do. I mean, I guess it all just depends on which direction Nathan moves pink and whether or not that ion the following turn, like can you use it to your advantage because you know it's coming?
Hmm. You played a little bit more with medium bases, Walker. Can
Mhm.
green 2 turn left over the Inquisitor? Will that fit? I don't know that it will.
I
I
don't
don't.
think so.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think it'll
think it
just
does.
clip that back corner.
So do we just see double K turns here potentially from the arcs?
It wouldn't be the worst play.
I think green is really in a good position to do a K turn because then
Yes,
you can bank to the right and
the
get
next
into
turn.
the fight the next turn. Yeah.
Yep. Well, and so the Inquisitor's dial is not great for clearing stress, at least to go fast. The fastest they can go now is a 3 instead of a 4. So you would put potentially a little bit of pressure on Inquisitor, but not a lot. But I think the key is not to invest too much into the Inquisitor. Like you want to keep him honest, kind of, and yes, sure, shots on him would be great. But again, he is your least priority target, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that Luminara can get a 2-turn boost to get a jam off or a 2-turn barrel roll. Because if he decloaks backwards all the way, I think he can keep Whisper out of range of getting jammed.
Yeah, that debris is in a kind of a bad spot for Luminar to get
Nathan.
up at Whisper.
Yeah, because a 3 bank, he'd be gold. Do a 3
Right,
bank
right.
and then a barrel roll or a boost and be like, sure, here we are. So he's sensing Vader's dial, I think, here. And the decloaks. He didn't go backwards all the way. He went middle to middle, it looks like.
He also likes to live dangerously.
So here's the K turn, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing he missed that gas cloud. That could have been bad.
Ooh, yeah. Lots of consequences there. Good job, Nathan.
And then we're talking about top tier flying.
Double K turns. All right. Do
But
they
again,
have a 3K turn or is it only a 4? Do you
I
remember,
believe it's
Walker?
only a
I
4.
think it's just a 4.
Okay. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. So the 2-turn, yep. He might be able to get the boost to jam Whisper.
It's
thing
what,
you have to think
0 to
about,
1,
though,
you said?
It's 0 to 1 after fine tune. So he could probably jam either target. So the concern is if you go into jam Whisper and Vader knows it, he can just 1 forward and
Well, they
do
know that Vader's
terrible
doing a
things to
2
you.
forward because he sensed it.
Oh, that's right. So he knows where Vader's going.
Yeah.
Good call. Could he bank boost right, get close enough to jam and block Vader with Luminara?
No, I think your 1 bank right with that boost would
It's a little too
give
fast,
Vader
I think.
gives Vader just enough room
Okay. I wasn't sure.
that then all of a sudden Luminar is taking a range 1 shot from Vader.
Which is terrible.
But, you know, she dies like she lives, taking chances.
Because you could... Well, The hard part too, right, is you need to identify the target and then actually have a shot.
Mm-hmm.
But also not...
I love the idea of identify the target and don't ever shoot it.
Seems like a good plan, right?
So there's your boost.
Bank boost. I think he's going to get in range to jam Whisper and still block the 2 forward, guys.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah,
I think he sees it. So jam the evade, yeah. Slam a jam. So if you know you're blocking Vader and you're probably going to block Whisper, you probably just take the target lock here, right?
if you're very confident that both of those things are going to happen, yes.
Okay, because I think Whisper is either on a 1 turn or a 1 bank, but most likely a 1 bank.
Yeah, and I think the 1 bank sneaks by Luminara.
It might. But the thing is she needs to block Vader for sure, right? You need to deny Vader the ability to take the target lock.
I mean, yes, you don't want to take a range 1 shot from Vader.
With mods. Double mods.
Right.
So, did he just put a lockdown, or did I miss something?
No, he's
Or is he
holding it
still
in his hand.
thinking?
right.
Okay.
He's
He's
debating.
trying to figure out who Luminara's going to get to shoot at,
Mhm.
right? That's probably what he's thinking. Hmm.
Okay.
Vader is the
Interesting.
choice.
Okay. So does Obi-Wan do a 1-turn? Yeah. And then I think if
I was gonna say
it's,
he dialed in a 2, but
if he gets the block, I think
He's
he
got
has
the droid.
CLT lined up.
Well, even if he doesn't get the block on Whisper and Whisper is on a 1 bank left, you have the CLT lined up.
Yeah, is he debating a barrel roll left and then a focus to try to get CLT lined up on Vader after the block?
Possibly.
there's no way I could know the answer to that question, Kevin.
Oh, there it is. I think he thinks he's got it, which I believe he's right.
We will find out. Stay tuned for the next episode of Mission Debriefing, where we find
Yeah.
out if
If Nathan did it.
Will Kevin get a new computer?
that's reminiscent of all of the Clone Wars episodes.
Well,
I
that's
love
just
the
like
narr-
Saturday morning cartoons
Yeah,
way
I
back
I
in
know,
the
but
day.
I mean, I just love that narration.
That reminds me like Dragon Ball Z, like next time.
Yep.
So the Inquisitor just skedaddling. What is Whisper doing here? This could be a really big turn if he's able to deny
Oh.
the evade token from Whisper on the shot, like if she doesn't hit anything.
It's a 1 turn out of Whisper.
It's gonna be real close, but I'm pretty sure he's fitting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
No, he fit.
Oh, did it?
No.
Okay.
He's got 3 hairs there.
Oh.
Plenty of room.
But he has not great decloaks. I think he's gonna just barrel roll though, right? Yeah. Barrel and just not get shot. Get the evade token from Whisper's ability.
Mm-hmm.
Seems good.
Now let's see if Ollie can effectively use that template wiggle room.
We call that advantage.
Yes.
Or Nathan says advantage.
Yeah. No. Oh.
That's a bump.
That is a bump. That is a well calculated bank boost.
Nicely played, sir.
Good job, Nathan.
Good job, Nathan.
Just feels like golf clap, golf clap.
I mean, really though, when you're talking about he made that block by probably 2 or 3 millimeters, that is to be able to eyeball that,
Mhm.
and also then
It's a skill.
I mean, but Vader's
Yeah.
got a good shot on Obi-Wan.
sure, but he doesn't have a target locked shot
He
on
doesn't
Obi-Wan.
have 4 dice, and he
Right.
doesn't have a target.
And it doesn't
lock.
help when it's focus blank.
Oh, the CLT. Oh! Oh!
4 on Vader. Ouch.
Oh!
Oh, this
Nathan's
is
like, no, grab those cards. You grab those cards and you put them out.
That's the wow.
and like you said, Kevin, this is where Ollie trusts variance.
Well, I mean, yeah.
His variance, his attack was what? Blank, focus, focus.
It was focus blank.
Focus, focus, blank. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he didn't want to spend force on his
Right.
attack because
No, I said blank, focus, focus, and you're like, no, it's focus, focus, blank.
Oh,
Exactly the same.
whatever. So hit crit into the arc. Oh, so no modifiers on offense.
2 crits into the arc.
Oh yeah, 2 crits. Yep. And arc is now at half points.
And
Does
gets that
Luminar
evade
get a
token.
shot, or is he just out of? I think he's in, just barely.
He's picking up some dice.
Range 2, right?
A crit.
Ooh, he's gonna have to spend that token, or take a shield.
No, he'll take a shield.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
I
just
think
take
he.
the shield.
Yeah, you just take the shield there.
So yeah, he's got what? 2 decloak options, forward and all the way back,
It's pretty much forward.
and maybe not even all the way back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has 1 decloak option.
I mean, the good news is that Art can't do anything to like take advantage of it for
He
Ollie.
sure can't. But Vader could be in a world of hurt next turn. No shot from the arc. either arc, or does he have a range 3?
Does
Looks
Nathan
like-
have a range rule that just says the word champion over and over again?
I don't know. That's a... So a naked shot, so 2.
Yep, fine.
Here's the bucket of green.
And it worked. If you get enough green dice, you can get enough results.
That seems right.
Statistically. Just keep adding.
All right.
Oh no, there's a cap now, isn't there?
Is there?
Isn't there?
Yeah.
At least
Yeah,
an
the
attack
cap.
dice cap.
Yeah, they capped red dice at 6.
How do you get to 6? Whatever, I don't care. Okay, good.
Just wait till the
There's
next
lots
wave
of
comes
different
out.
ways you. Yeah.
There'll be 13 ways to get there.
So I'm assuming Nathan's going to try to finish off Vader since he has sense and probably in a prime position to finish him.
You're just looking at some turnarounds with the Jedi. what you're thinking?
Well, Luminara is more than likely going to 2-turn to make sure that the jam happens on Whisper. Because
Mhm.
her jamming Vader means her gun is completely off, right? She'd have
Yeah.
to turn left, and then he's not going to be there. And Whisper's probably going to decloak 2 forward, 1 turn right, because there's basically nothing nothing Nathan can do to stop that from happening. So I'm guessing he's going to probably try to line up the bullseye from Luminara to Whisper where he might be after the 1 turn.
Okay.
And then the question comes down to, does Green like 3 bank in and try to hit Vader really hard? And then Obi just looks at his dial and does a 1 turn and says, okay, I'm going to block wherever you go. Unless Vader disengages, which if he disengages, then he just lines up another shot at Whisper.
I think all of those are very valid options.
And it's hard not to get caught up on the telestrator. Where you're like, oh yeah, going fast there could help.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
assuming we're going to see a 3 turn from the Inquisitor here.
I'm going to go ahead and make my prediction. Pink, 1 forward.
Bold prediction, Walker. Bold.
Again,
Solid.
the only kind of predictions I make.
Oh, wait, that's right. He can't 3 bank with Green because Green is stressed. So a 2 bank. All right.
Well, he can. He just won't clear
Oh.
stress.
Yes.
Depends
This
on how
is,
much he
uh,
wants to
More than
trust
likely,
variance.
2 bank.
But this is interesting use of the arcs, right? So far, Nathan, they haven't really been able to contribute too much, but one took half on the Inquisitor, and the other one is kind of just taking the heat for the Jedi. Because the Jedi haven't been, other than the last shot of Vader, they haven't been shot at this whole game. All right, so the decloak forward. And I'm sure he'll fit nicely with the 1 turn.
Nathan debating that one forward, and it looks like he elects to take it.
Now the question will be, what action does he take? I'm going to go ahead and guess if he could take an action.
Well, he
Yeah,
can
that's-
take a focus.
I wasn't sure about which crits he had going.
A 1 bank, interesting. Okay.
That actually the
Vader's
one
game
bank-
to lose.
It
yeah,
might
it
set him up
keeps his
next
arc
turn.
wider for Vader,
Okay. Sure.
right? Because
No,
I
no,
mean,
it makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, Vader could potentially go to the ship right because Obi-Wan's not going to be there. So if he does like a 3 turn
Mm-hmm.
to just like really try to clear out with Vader, and then use afterburners, but the 1 bank from Green means he's threatening more area.
Mm-hmm. So the boost to jam, and then the focus. I'm assuming he looked at Vader's dial, so he knows where he's going, but I don't remember what they revealed.
I also did not hear what he revealed.
So fine tune. Is he gonna try to boost?
And maybe
or-
Vader's just disengaging up, so this way...
Not sure. Focus. Okay.
1
He's got a
turn
nice
out of the
kind
Inquisitor.
of kill box lined up with the Jedi for Whisper. Unfortunately, it probably won't be enough damage to actually kill Whisper, but he could potentially get half points. And Ollie does the 1 turn barrel. Okay. Pretty sure Pink is dead this turn no matter what. Oh, he does a 2. Interesting.
That's a really nice Luminara placement for that.
It's
CLT.
a very good Luminara placement.
Mhm.
And also Obi-Wan.
Yep, those 2 bullseyes right there.
Yeah, I think Whisper might be barrel rolling. This is very good job by Nathan to set up bullseyes the way he did.
So did he look at Vader's dial with sense, or did he look at
I'm
Whispers?
pretty sure he did, because it's free with sense. I'm pretty sure he did.
Well,
I
but
don't honestly know.
Obi-Wan is down 2 force, it looks like.
He may have then. Okay.
So he took passive sensors, right?
Well, he's going to shoot. Wait, he's not going to shoot first. Obi-Wan would shoot first.
But where's his evade token when he decloaked?
He jammed it.
Oh, it got jammed. Oh,
Luminara.
yeah.
Yeah, he took it away. Nathan said, "No, not today. You will not have that extra evade token."
I heard that's really good, by the way.
I mean, I think this is
Free jam?
we're witnessing how good it can be.
Yeah, it can be really good.
Vader and the Inquisitor are going to high five as they turn around.
You'd get in there. I don't want to be in there anymore.
Tag me out. Tag me out.
All right, so locking Obi-Wan. Sure.
This is where you see Vader take a pot shot through a rock from an arc that's just enough to push 1 through.
It could happen.
Yeah.
That's like a pawn putting you in checkmate.
This
All
is
right.
the Obi-Wan CLT shot.
Oh, his CLT shots have been money.
3?
I mean, it turns out when you get to add a focus result and you have access to focus very easily.
Yeah, the downside is
pretty good.
always when you roll the blanks and you don't have a lock and you're just
I
like,
think he's questioning Fifth Brother.
I think you
Spend
do
his
it.
force.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he's still going to take 1 even if he does it.
Right.
Otherwise, he'd be given half points.
So shields are gone.
So gets his target lock.
I'm pretty sure this thing will hit, so he'll get his evade.
Yeah. Odds are that it will. Yep.
Yep. No, wait, it doesn't.
Yeah,
I
I
would
mean,
just-
it's
yeah, spend
guaranteed
a lot.
to now.
There's no point in saving the lock?
No, spend it and try to kill.
Yep. I think
Wreck?
he was
Okay.
figuring out how much health. Yeah, I think he was figuring out how much health it had left.
Yeah.
Super dead.
That'll do it.
But Luminara with a range 1 CLT shot could strip that evade off again.
Hmm. I like that Nathan is using Luminara to harass Whisper,
Mm-hmm.
just because of all of the the free actions and everything you get with Whisper.
So is this the
is the
Grand
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor?
Yep.
a
Obi's
force?
probably going to spend a force here, yeah.
Yep. So now it is Luminara.
So Luminara range 1, right? CLT range 1?
It appears so.
Looks good. Oh, yeah, okay.
It was range 1.
Okay. Seems good. Definitely taking at least a shield. Ooh. So he
Have
has
to,
to spend the
or else
evade
you
token
die.
or Whisper's dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
my. So Whisper's hanging on at 1 health with no tokens. Vader's at 1 health. Oh, that's right. The arc has yet to shoot. Wow, Nathan's rolling pretty good after his focus mods.
Ooh.
Vader just spends focus.
That's
Vader says no.
Yep.
right.
Okay, Nathan's in a very comfortable position here so far. So how can you leverage the most out of this next turn, right?
I mean, Ollie has 4 total hull.
Yes.
Do
that
you
is correct.
turn green down and 3 bank Luminara over the top of Whisper after you look at his dial, and then make decisions after that?
Well, Obi-Wan only has one force available,
Oh,
so
that's
you need
right.
to really
Be careful then.
decide
Yeah, maybe you
what's more
don't.
important: Obi-Wan having a force and a possible fine-tuned reposition, or seeing Whisper's dial.
So I wonder if you try to block Whisper's turn in. Because Green has health to give, right? He has health to give at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And him putting his huge gun in the way of Vader coming in.
Because you think Vader's coming in with a 2-turn?
Yeah.
Because afterburners are all gone for Vader.
Are they? Did he use
Yes.
afterburners? Okay.
Yeah, he used it this last turn. He used the second charge.
I mean, you know so here's the thing. So the Inquisitor's going to one bank probably. So maybe Vader doesn't do that.
The Inquisitor can 1-turn though, because that's blue.
He can one turn, yeah. Would he have a shot? Yeah, he'd have a shot still. Never mind. So maybe you just disengage Green to the right, but then Luminara has to jump over the top. I don't know that I like that.
No, probably not.
It's probably best to go with my first guess with Green, right? Just do the 2-turn in because they don't have a 1-turn, or do they?
No, they do
No,
not.
they have a 3-turn that's red, which is. So is the best play here with Obi a one bank, and then figure it out?
Probably. And then you probably take if you have Vader at range 1, you take the free sense against Vader.
Yeah.
Just because.
And then I think you still 3-bank Luminara though, so you can guarantee the jam and possibly block Whisper.
Mm-hmm.
This will be a really interesting turn. I mean, like, game's really on the line here.
Positionally, I think Nathan has a good advantage.
Mm-hmm.
This is where every turn or every move that Ollie makes is just magnified.
All right, so the free sense on Vader, which is a
Looks like a
Too
2-turn.
hard.
2-turn. Okay.
There,
So that means the
they drew it
Inquisitor,
for us.
if the Inquisitor is on a 1-bank, he is for sure repositioning to get out of the way. So Vader's going to have a really strong shot. Okay, so he's not jumping over the top. Interesting. So jam must be raspberry jam.
Lone
Of
Star.
course it is.
And then does Obi do a 1-bank?
I guess they said he's got a hard turn dialed in.
Oh, he does. Okay. He must
So you
be
dial
thinking
in
about.
two.
He must be thinking about the force reposition to a barrel roll. No. Okay. All right. Yep. Here's the hard 2. Okay.
So
Wow. So he's gonna dodge arc completely.
Well,
The
right
only
now,
shot is from the arc.
Right now he's
Yeah,
got a shot, but
No, I meant Whisper. Whisper's
Yeah.
gonna. Nathan dodged arc completely. Sorry.
Oh,
I said
yeah, yeah.
Wrong ship.
I would say Whisper might be taking 2 shots if they really wanted him to.
Yeah, the rear arc shot and then the Luminara shot range 1.
Mm-hmm.
You think? It's cloaking. Okay, because he's got the force. Sure. So
Ooh.
there's the 1-turn. Ooh, is this a block?
1-bank.
Yeah, sorry,
Isn't
1-bank. It's a 1-bank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that on a rock? No. Does it fit?
It's on the rock.
Oh, it's on the rock. Wow.
Do we have a dice roll?
Yes, I can't. I didn't see any damage, so. So this will be a bump from Vader then too.
Oh, they're having the discussion of if it's outside the dice tray, does it count, Kevin?
Oh, are they? Well, technically, when you're on stream, I mean, it should be in the dice tray, right?
Yep.
But they decide to let it go, I guess.
So this is gonna.
He also
bump.
didn't use a stream dice.
Right.
Right.
Ollie.
I think this is where we start our rampant speculation, right? Is that his rock dice?
No.
Did he pull it out of a special bag?
You know, if Ollie wasn't such a good person, I'd
No,
say that.
I-
Sure.
I'll be honest. When I have a
joking.
dice that's very cold for me and I set it aside and put it on timeout, I will pull it back out if I go on a rock. And you know what? 9 times out of 10, it doesn't spite me. It should, but it doesn't.
It's because you correctly identified it, Walker.
Yeah, it's just garbage for that day. At least that
So
round.
this could be a huge turn for Nathan.
Yeah, Vader's in trouble, taking a range one shot from green.
Inquisitor's not even shooting.
So this is the Vader range 1 onto the arc.
Yep.
2.
And one
And-
focus. So
Yep, fine.
take it.
I would, yeah, okay, I guess. You could have used Obi-Wan to deny one of those, but you want to charge up Obi-Wan's force again.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Obi-Wan has Obi-Wan has a shot at the Inquisitor, so
Right, but he already has a focus. And no one's shooting at him, is why I was saying it.
sure.
Ugh.
So, 2, I mean, that's average-ish.
Yep. Spend
Spends
the force. Yep.
Yeah, everything's fine here.
How are you?
That's right. So this must be Luminara range 1?
Yep.
Only 2. Strong chance to evade.
Yep. And
Yep.
he does.
But he had to use the force. So now you have to decide with Vader, right? Are you shooting at Whisper or are you shooting at Vader? Yeah, sorry, you have to decide with the arc.
But you know, it's 2 dice out the back or 3 out the front, so 4 at Vader.
4, yeah, it's 4. You take the higher
Right,
variance.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Vader's worth more points, I want to say.
And Vader's rolling less green dice.
Yeah.
That too. But Vader
All of
has
those
mods.
statements
But
are
he has the
correct.
force.
But Vader has mods. Whisper has no mods. It's just 4 naked green dice.
But he's worth 7 more points.
Sure.
And we're looking at halves, so 4
I
points.
think given the positioning, you shoot at Vader because Vader's in a better chance to do more damage next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a higher variance with more red dice.
4 dice, so 3 hits on Vader.
So Vader's got to roll all paint or he's gone.
And he does.
Green dice bail him out.
Taking those chances.
I just realized another reason that Ollie took the cloak was because he had a jam token already. So even if he took an evade, he wouldn't have gotten it because he already had a jam.
Yeah.
Smart.
World champion. Smart.
Does the arc intentionally one forward and not move? Because that screws up a lot of the Inquisitor's moves.
But what does it do for Obi-Wan?
I mean, I honestly think Obi-Wan's going to K-turn here. Like a 5K.
Mm.
Or Obi-Wan...
I feel Kevin in his head was going, am I getting too cute before I say this?
No, I see what he was going for there, though, because of the direction that the Inquisitor is going, and the possible direction that Vader would be going, like towards.
Because Obi-Wan's got 2 force, right?
Yes.
Now he does,
So-
yes.
So you have 2 options. You could K-turn the arc now. Or let him stay there and act as the blocker. Or you basically use one of the Jedi as a blocker instead is kind of the choice.
Can you K-turn the arc and fit it?
A 4K for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can Luminara fit a 1 bank? I don't think so. She probably has to 2 forward.
Yeah, because she moves before everybody else except for the arc.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried that a
sure she can fit
5K
it if it clears out.
Yeah, I'm worried that a 5K from Obi doesn't get you far enough. Like, if Vader just bumps again, you're going to get shot.
Yeah.
But I guess you're okay with that because it's only 2 dice. You could also sloop with Obi-Wan here. Although I'm not a big fan of the next turn. Because you're either going to have Obi-Wan where the arc is now to block, or you're going to leave the arc there. I think that's kind of the big decision, right? Because Whisper's going to decloak forward and start the turnaround.
I think you K turn the arc this turn just because it means that your guns are online. And then you're probably following like Vader and the Inquisitor with the arc. Not that, like both of those ships can pretty easily get away, but at least for a turn or two, you've got 3 dice that you're throwing instead of if you block this turn, you maybe don't even get to shoot with the arc.
The only kind of problem though is that if you K turn the arc here, he has to pursue the Inquisitor and Vader. Whisper is now kind of free to do whatever she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you don't, you can turn the next turn if you need to. Oh wow, Whisper's going to decloak that way. Interesting.
Well, now that one bank I think fits.
So, did he look at anyone's dial with sense?
I think
or
he
not?
looked at Vader's.
Okay. So is he one forward not moving? Okay. So he's electing to use the arc as the blocker. So Luminara does a 1 turn?
2 forward.
2 forward. Okay. So I'm assuming he's just going to jam one of his target locks that he has on a rock. Because I don't think he can get in a close enough to get a jam on any of the other guys.
Well, is this target locked on Vader, right?
Um,
Or I'm sorry, yeah, that's
He can just jam off Green's target lock, which is on
Right.
that
or
aspect.
Yeah.
or Obi-Wan's, which is also on the...
Yep.
Right.
So that's where Nathan selected the right target priority 4 turns early to make sure he had a lock on the right ship.
Jeez. Yep.
Good job, Nathan.
So is this
Sometimes
a
good
3
players
bank?
anger me.
So is this a 3 bank over the top? I can't tell if that's a 3 bank or a 3 forward. That looks like a 3 forward.
Yeah, it looks like 3 forward.
Oh, he's changing it to the 4 forward because he has the dial change droid.
Mhm.
Sure.
So is that just working to block Vader, or is it to catch if Vader tries to jump?
Well, and I'm not sure because I didn't see what Vader's dial was.
Oh, sure. That's right. He knows, so he's not guessing.
Yeah. So he must feel comfortable that Obi-Wan is safe. Interesting. The Inquisitor 4Ks over the rock.
Well, Ollie's in a position where he needs to make the plays.
Oh yeah, he's got to go for
So-
variance here.
That was a damage.
Uh-oh. 1 health left, and he's probably range 1 of the arc.
Possibly.
Oh, oh, he's really playing with fire. I mean, there's only a 1/8 chance, but Okay.
Yeah, but he knows he's in that position where he's got to make
A play.
big plays and he's got to swing for the fences. So
2-turn. Oh, this is big.
So he was trying to make sure Obi-Wan didn't get shot.
Mm-hmm. Because does he have his lock on
Yes, he does. They haven't moved it, but
Obi-Wan?
that
They just haven't moved it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's
but yeah,
important.
yep.
it's a range 2 shot.
Luminar's in a really good position to jam next turn.
He's rolling the wrong dice.
So this is the Vader versus Luminar, I assume, and he missed.
Yep.
Mhm.
So no shot Obi-Wan. Inquisitor first, it looks like. So is he shooting at Luminara, I assume? Because he can get Whisper to shoot her as well.
Oh, he's measuring for the arc.
Interesting.
Well, the arc is the easier target.
It is. One hit, huh?
Okay. And that's good for
Now-
half.
Whisper's shooting at arc. Okay. So changes it for 1.
And 1 evade.
A natty evade. All right, so this is the big shot from Luminara. 1 health onto Vader with 1 force.
I look like 2 Force Vader.
Is it 2 force? Okay. I mean, you have to spend the target lock, right? Or is he going to save it?
He saved
He's
it.
good. Okay, so he saved it. All right. So the rear shot onto the quiz.
The arc shot. Yeah, going
Whisper.
for Whisper.
He's already used Fifth Brother, so well now he's maybe going to make him use an evade.
So
token.
he has to spend it or die.
Yep.
So he has to go over that debris cloud.
Yes.
There's another 1/8 chance.
Yep.
So he's got a free dial check onto Vader this turn from Obi-Wan,
hmm
and he's for sure going to get the jam on Vader. Hmm. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way for Obi-Wan to really.
I mean, Obi-Wan needs to turn around, so sloop or K-turn.
Yeah.
I didn't say I like it, but unfortunately,
right,
you like
right.
what else are you gonna do with Obi-Wan?
Yeah. There's not a lot of great options. You're right. He pretty much has to.
I mean, you could
Sloop,
you could
right?
one turn.
Yeah, but a 1-turn, you're not going to shooting one, right?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like you could one turn boost, but then you're still not shooting anybody. Like the only way to turn Obi-Wan's gun on here is to either K-turn or sloop.
Do you just like run with the arc so it doesn't die here?
I mean, you gotta take into account there's 4 minutes left.
Right.
And also,
you could
like, even if the arc-
bank with the arc.
But you're okay with the arc dying because even if the arc
It's
dies, you're
84.
still up on points. Yeah.
Okay, so his only win condition is to take half of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Right, well, he has
Kill a
to.
Jedi.
He can kill the arc, and do half points on one of the 2 Jedi.
Hmm.
That's Ollie's win condition right now.
So I think you.
And not lose anything. Good God, don't lose anything.
Right,
Ollie.
and also not lose any one of those 3 hull you have left on each ship.
I just like imagine them like radioing each other. Like, this isn't going well. Yeah, no, me either.
So we see a
So he does a
2-turn.
2-turn. Okay.
Not through the rock.
What?
Yeah.
That's not through the. But he put the template over the rock.
That's
that
what
means
I
he
saw that
overlaps,
as well.
right? So
So 1 turn.
give Vader the jam,
Yep.
or do you give it to the Inquisitor?
No, you jam Vader.
Do you jam and then?
Did he look at Vader's dial, by the way?
He might have forgot.
Oh. No.
Obi-Wan has 2 Force right now, so I don't think he did.
Sense
it's
is
free.
free at
Oh,
0
okay.
to 1.
Then never mind.
That's why I'm saying, oh no.
Give him the jam.
So he's jamming Vader, which jams the target lock, right?
Yes.
And he knows this is the last turn. Interesting. Okay.
Well, if you know it's the last turn.
Oh no, I meant yeah, for him leaving Luminara there.
Oh.
Right.
Yep, there's the jam.
So it fine tunes the debate here.
Take the purple evade, Nathan.
I actually think I would here. I actually think I would take the purple evade right here.
With Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you're just guaranteeing that 1 damage it can't
Because
go
it's
through.
the last turn. Yeah. Oh boy. And he's gonna have bullseye, so you can't even use Luminara's ability.
Unless he rolls a crit.
But he does go through debris,
Oh.
right? Yeah. Well, he's only gonna have Fifth Brother, right? That's the only thing he has. He doesn't get his passive.
Correct.
So what is Vader doing here? A 2-turn. So if he kills Luminara, does he win? Like how many? Luminara's 53 points. He would win if he kills Luminara.
That's correct.
Oh boy.
But what are the
Does
actual
Luminara have
odds?
a force left?
She has the focus token.
No, but does she have a force
yes,
left?
she has 2 Force.
Oh man, Nathan should have taken an evade.
Yeah, she has 2 Force right now.
The math is technically better with an evade token on 3 dice than focus. Once you get to 4 dice, they're equal. Anything above 4 dice is better for focus.
I'll take your word for it.
I learned this from Duncan because I didn't do the math on my own.
Right. Yeah, the math is correct. I hate to say that, but I mean, you're talking about, what, tenths of difference?
Yeah, because here's the thing. You could blank out with Luminara. If he gets to 4, you're gone.
Right.
If you had an evade, there's still a decent chance that you live because you're only taking...
Max
it
of 3.
has to be a crit, and it would have to be a double damage crit in order to kill you.
Right.
I mean, you're just limiting the possibilities of you getting one shot.
Right.
Even though it's unlikely, like, it can happen.
And the Arc still has that little pot shot that shouldn't but could.
And he has a focus, so, yeah.
2 dice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Whisper shot.
You got to clench here.
Hmm.
Oh!
Oh! I don't want to look. I don't want to look. I see 2 blanks.
Uh-oh. Is that 3 blanks?
Oh, I see 2 for sure.
And they shake hands.
Oh.
No, he did. He one shot.
Wow.
I don't have words.
Hold on, though. The Arc still has to shoot. Like, there's still a chance. Like, it's super low, but...
Gonna have to take the range 2 at Inquisitor.
I mean, either
Oh,
target.
no.
You shoot the Inquisitor, but,
What?
you're not gonna hit it.
Oh!
Oh!
And they
there's
shake
a
hands
second
again.
Handshake.
Oh!
Wow.
Wow!
Talk about a swing.
Oh. Have you ever seen
Wow!
those fan graphs they do for like professional sports that just like swung up and right back down?
Yep.
Whoa!
I mean, there's your shot walker, right?
Oh.
The one that's not supposed to do any damage. You roll one hit, and it just
And that's why I hate rolling green dice.
And like we said, you trust the green, live by the green dice, die by the green dice.
Oh man, wow. That was an exciting end.
I would love to know, like, what are the chances that those sequences, like that sequence of events, were to happen, right? Like the one shot and then the one hit, one shot. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
That's one hell of a game.
That was a good game. And not only just because of the super swingy like last turn, the entire game, both players
Yep.
did a really, really good job of just playing a tight game. Very positional and calculated.
Yep. They both played a good game. I'm trying to think of like what kind of takeaways do we want to have here.
I mean, that's the thing. It's so hard to do any takeaways when you have two players of the caliber that these guys are at, right?
Well, what are the
Like
things that were done right? Right. Let's talk about that. I think Ollie's approach right away was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, he had his 3 ships spread out, was
got the
limiting what
pincer.
Nathan had for options to with Luminara and the chopper droid.
There is only one thing I really took away though as a possible issue for Ollie. Whisper was really constricted on her movement options because of where she was. Like his decloaks were somewhat limited.
Sure.
I mean that's maybe what the only thing that like I get I honestly feel like if you're gonna bait with someone, bait with the Inquisitor because he can dance in there really well.
Yeah, I was just going to say the
Whisper-
same thing. If you
yeah.
switch those 2 ships around and their position on the board for the entire game, it might be a little bit different because the Inquisitor is more maneuverable.
Well, and chat said, the lesson that Nathan can take: if you take that purple evade with Luminara, 0 chance you die.
Well, there is
Well,
still
there
a
is
chance
that
you could
crit.
take a
The
direct
crit.
hit.
Yep.
So
that's
there's
lower.
a chance, but it's significantly lower.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing I think for Nate, like, man, Nathan did pretty much everything right there. I think I would have maybe done a little bit different with the outside arc. Maybe going a little bit faster, like you talked about early on, Jake,
Yeah.
with the green
Just to
one
get-
along the bottom.
Yeah. Separate them a little bit, but also like they end up splitting on either side of that rock then.
Yeah, but otherwise, like I think Nathan played it very, very, very well, and I mean Ollie played it well too. I just think it is possible that he was really able to know where Whisper was going because of the restricted options.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no, I think that was a really good game.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, Ollie got down there quick and just held at. There was only so much oil, and it burned for all the nights it needed to oil. You know, I mean, he had like no hull left, and he just kept surviving.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, going over the debris twice, being like, it's fine.
Vader taking that shot and just triple evades.
Yep.
But it was at that point where Ollie needed to take those risks.
Right.
And whether something bad might have happened going over the debris a couple of times, but you had to. You were already losing the game anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
good play by both players.
Yep. I think that's pretty much all I have on this game. This was a good one.
Yeah, very good game.
Yeah, really good.
Other than that, tomorrow Travis and I are going to be doing a discussion on player advocacy, and I'm going to be talking about some of the stuff from Worlds that I encountered personally, and this is something that like I need to work on as far as like I need to be tougher on players and like tougher at the table sometimes. And I think this would be a good topic to discuss with chat and to really see what people have to say and take away a lot of learning things because the crates talked about it in their last episode as well. And I'm hoping to really kind of get more discussion on that topic specifically.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a really good topic.
Yeah, I think it'll be really helpful for people, including myself.
Yep. And then, so that's tomorrow. And then Saturday, which is the 23rd, correct?
Yes.
We, all three of us, will be up in the Twin Cities. There's an event going on called the Renegade Open. It's actually a big, like 40K event, but the last couple of years, Vince Chan, a local Twin Cities X-Wing player, has run the X-Wing event for them, and he does it in the pod format. So 3 pods playing all day, and we're actually going to stream and have commentaries. So that will be on our Echo Base channel, though. So if you want to watch some pod games, and I mean all really good Twin Cities players too. We see a lot of good people up there.
Yep. And tomorrow
That'll
we'll
be-
be on our Echo Base channel as well.
Yep.
Okay. That's everything I have. Do you guys have anything else?
I don't think so.
Nope. Thanks to our patrons for voting and selecting this game. Hopefully, we can continue to do some more of that in the future for our patrons and get them a little bit more involved. That was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
The only thing I have left then is I have spoken.
Oh boy.
yeah.
All right. With that, have a good night.
All right. Good night, everybody.